to Shreveport, Louisiana, home to the 11th oldest bowl game in college football, the Radius Technologies Independence Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Kansas State's offense will come out first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Western Kentucky's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard work.
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. And the Hilltoppers want to move quickly. It's a draw. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough. But it looks intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. New set of downs after the completion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Peterson. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Peterson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the move. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Hilltoppers are rolling down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Got it set up on the outside. Running into the open space. Lots of running room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, WKU. Getting set for the extra point after putting the score first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They believe they can run right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Boyd. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be 1st down for Kansas State.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll leave it with the lone back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Brock. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Kansas State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Reads it, fires complete. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Deep shot for the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, I myself have been in Shreveport to call the Independence Bowl. What a fantastic experience, and we've had ourselves a fun first half.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Fires to the big fella. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. And the Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. Punt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. possession on first down. Got a man. It's Harris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the Mints, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's where to catch it, big fella.
They'll try the run. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's a heat. Creates a little room.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He'll get rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Boyd. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They take the lead with the 6.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. The Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding.
There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Trying to set up the screen. Inside the 40. On the move at the 30. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it to the right. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll go with a direct snap. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Topper. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Peterson. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I
tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They want to throw it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Runs through a tackle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Hilltoppers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Got it, looking for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Really nice job there by the safety back in the middle of the field. You see his range and the speed. He's able to close on the ball and then knock it away. Nice play.
Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Down a possession here in the 4th. something. They'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He is way, way short of the line to gain, and they'll have to turn it over on downs. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.